is January 29th, 2020, 8:03 p.m. Episode 774, and this is Donald Trump at the He-Man Woman Haters Club. Yesterday, while staging this photo op disguised as announcing a Mideast peace plan. How do you negotiate Middle East peace whenever you only invite one party to the table? We decided what's good for you. But Mike Pompeo was there, of course, because he's Secretary of State. He should be there, I guess, stuff like that. And Donald Trump commended him for bullying and lying about his exchange with this reporter recently. Like I gave him the Spanky hat. I ended up changing his caricature around a little bit. Just wasn't getting it for me. Wasn't doing it for me. But Trump congratulated him on the job he did on her. The job. And I thought, well, first I had this other idea where it didn't even involve the ambassador. But I thought, yeah, these guys do a lot of jobs. You know, they do a lot of jobs on women. You know, Donald Trump sent his goons out to stalk and discredit the ambassador, to smear her. They did this campaign for like a year. He's on one recording telling people that they needed to take her out, which I'm sure just meant, you know, remove her from her job, right? It's kind of funny to me though when people say the president of Ukraine never felt any pressure because he said he didn't feel any pressure, but when the ambassador to Ukraine says I felt pressure, they're like, no, you didn't. So it's just funny. But anyway, Trump's commending Pompeo for his exchange with the NPR reporter for just being a troglodyte. And they have banned NPR from his airplane on an upcoming trip to Ukraine, one of the many destinations. They're going to Eastern Europe, which is where Ukraine is, in case you are a Republican. In case you need to try to find it on a map, good luck. But the entire room, except for the journalists in the room, laughed their asses off. And I don't mean this one. I mean, they were roaring laughter. And there was no punchline. There was nothing funny. It was like, oh, you did a job on her. That was the joke. And this whole room laughed. And I don't really get why that's funny. Why is that humorous? I guess I would have to be a Republican. But that's not what it is now for Republicans. It's just being vile and cruel and horrible for them. That is humor, you know? And they just think it's funny. This is why Republicans, when they tell me that I don't like your cartoons, they're not funny at all. And I'm like, woo! That means they're funny. That means they're good. When a Republican, a Trump supporter tells me, you know, I gotta give some credit, that one's humorous, I look at it and go, oh my god, what did I do wrong? They don't fucking know shit. Let's do some shout out time to Robert Cotino, whose migraines have returned. Oh, but maybe they subsided. I hope so. I'm sorry about those. And talks about how he'd never liked Bolton's politics. There's a difference between not liking somebody's politics and disagreeing with them, and disagreeing with them over a fact. And the thing is, we've never really disagreed with Bolton over facts as much as we disagreed with his proposals and what he thinks should be done. You can disagree with people and still like them, still not think that they're liars, or even if you dislike them, but still not think they're liars. All right, Arrow left a comment too. Hi, Arrow. Leave a comment. Get a shout out, maybe.